Well, welcome everyone to this beautiful, amazing, fun Facebook Live. This is, I'm here together with Chelsea, Kazmierczak Goethel. Do I pronounce it right? Or
I think that was actually right. Yeah, I think that's actually how it's pronounced.
Oh, perfect.
That's great.
Yeah, my name is Tineke, and we will do this Facebook Live on the Best Life Creation Society page, because we are members of Best Life, we are instructors, coaches, and it's just fun. Mm-hmm. So last weekend, a few of the besties, they attended a workshop, an Abraham Hicks workshop in Chicago, and this whole week we listened to all the expansions and the shares and the aha moments, mm-hmm. and the fun and the excitement and the joy. And what is really, really nice, Chelsea, she attended the Abraham Hicks workshop also last year. Mm-hmm. In Chicago, right?
Yeah. Second year.
Perfect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And welcome to this fun Facebook Live.
Yeah, thank you, Tineke.
Thank you so much.
Happy to be here.
Sure. I heard you made many notes, 19 pages.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
It's a small notebook. It's a small notebook.
Okay.
But yes, lots of notes, for sure.
So why attending an Abraham Hicks workshop for the second time?
Yeah.
And who is Abraham Hicks? Because I asked that also. I asked Emma the question, Dave, and Jen and Espen, and it's so beautiful to hear everyone explaining it in their own words.
Yeah.
So can you explain a little bit about Abraham and why a second time attending a workshop?
Yeah, absolutely. So Abraham Hicks, Abraham is the name of the, I guess you'd say maybe channeled entity that comes through Esther Hicks. So Esther is on stage and she has the ability to connect with that deeper part of herself and mm-hmm. that kind of deeper, more universal well-being, kind of all-knowing being, I guess well-being, you could call it, to kind of bring that deeper inner being that we all have, to bring that perspective to the surface for people that are really, more mental mind focused, to get a deeper perspective on all types of different questions, and just really helping people understand how to use the laws of the universe to kind of flow into the life that they're looking for, whether that's, a specific goal, like a job or a house or that sort of thing, or just a more general way that somebody wants to be and feel in life. They come from a place of just peace and all-knowing, and a great understanding of how everybody can get a little bit closer to that. So Esther used that message. Why go a second time? We humans are always changing. Their message is, it's not different, but the way they communicate it is a little bit different, and the way that we hear it and receive it is different each time. And so, you could hear the exact same information at different times in life and take different things from it. And it's a really nice way to, especially going into a new season, going into the fall now, sort of kind of reset intentions and vibration and energy, and go into this next season, however long that may be, with more clarity and, kind of get rid of some of the funny business that we pick up along the way, and just really be focused on that inner being perspective and less of the societal human expectation perspective. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. And it's so true. Every day we are different, a new us. Right? Receiving things different, lots of newness. And although it's the same message, it's beautiful that you also mentioned that it communicated differently, or that you receive it differently, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you go into it, people have questions, like they'll write down questions.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that as they work through the different people that have the opportunity to ask their questions, you find that your questions get answered as well, even if it wasn't really specific to their, their topic or what they had going on. It's also applicable because it's a big picture thing. It's coming from the big, that all-knowing, well-being, big picture, and just being able to apply that and helping people apply that easily and comfortably into any area of their life.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And isn't it amazing? I heard there were about 1,200, 1,400 people, and that each and everyone has their answer, their question answered. That's amazing.
Yeah. There's a lot of people there, and I think it was the energy seemed to be very peaceful and very satisfied with everything around. So it was a lot of fun.
So what was for you aha moments or things you felt like, oh, this is, maybe I heard this before, but now it really clicks?
Sure.
Can you share a little bit about it?
Yeah. Yep. So one of the, I guess, things I've been working on or kind of working through over the last few months is like having a goal or like an end result to work towards versus just having the feeling as the goal. They talk a lot about that. Anything we want it because we think it will make us feel better. So if you can just focus on the way you want to feel, you'll find little things along the way that help you feel like that. And then eventually you'll get where you want to go. I am not a big like end goal numbers. This is exactly what I want. That I'm not generally that kind of person. I have a general idea of kind of where I'm headed in life, but I have a big plan or a big end result that I'm looking for. And so the last couple months of this summer, there's been a little bit of not a battle by any means, but just a little bit of soothing that I've had to do for my more active kind of human society-based mind to just really make sure that it knows that it's okay, that the end result can be how we want to feel, and then just find things along the way that feel like that, whether that's big things or little things throughout the day or throughout the month or the year or whatever that ends up into. And I guess Abraham is a they, talked a lot about doing things that feel good for the purpose of feeling good and no other reason, not for the purpose of, I'm going to do this so I feel good so I can then get the next thing that I want, but just doing it for that reason alone, to feel however you want to feel, whether that's happy or joy or love, laughter, whatever you're looking for, just really letting that feeling be the focus. Because you can create with that like end goal in mind, but you can be more creative and allow more if there's no, I don't know, like motivation behind why you want to feel good other than just feeling good. And so that was we know that, right? We all know that. It's like, oh, okay, that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been journaling about all summer long. But they explained it in a few different ways that just really drove home that, let's see, I wrote a couple things down. Like when your focus is on that, just on the feeling, like you're more in the now versus I want to feel this way for whatever reason. It's going to pull you forward or backwards instead of just being able to be present. So that was great.
Yeah, and that's so beautiful. And it's also fun for our viewers. I saw Tracy, Tommy, Jen, Dave, Bridget. Welcome everyone, and so many more. Also if you're watching the replay, so fun to learn from Chelsea.
Yeah, hey everybody.
And this is so powerful wasn't the word anymore. I heard pleasurable.
Exactly.
When we focus on feeling good, then we're in the now instead of going for goals or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And wow. Yeah, I just, you know what I so love, Chelsea, is we heard Emma, we heard Jen, we heard Espen, we heard Dave, and it's that everyone is using their own words, their own, they have their own way of explaining it. And I love it that you have your unique way of explaining, and it's so, I love it. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So can you share a little bit more? Oh, I also see Valenza. Hi, Valenza. She's from Kosovo.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tommy is from Albania.
Cool.
So
yeah,
very
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a few other, well, there's a lot of other things, of course, but a few other things that I found myself kind of repeating through my notes or writing over and over. They talked quite a bit about, and they always do, about meditation and kind of pre-paving. One of the big questions that they get in their seminars is, well, when I already feel bad, what do I do? Like if I'm in a situation or a mood that I don't want to be in, how do I get out of that? And their answer is, well, pre-pave the way so that you don't get to that situation. And so they talk a lot about meditation and segment intending and that sort of thing for the purpose of setting the intention of what you're hoping to walk into in the next part of your day, moment to moment, or kind of piece to piece of your day. And I've heard them talk about this a lot, and I've sort of put it into practice, but this week I just felt more called to really start my day with some meditation and do some segment intending along the way. And things are turning out to be significantly easier and just kind of more fun. It's not necessarily that different things are happening. They might be, but just walking into it with an intention of finding the joy in that situation, or being able to appreciate all of the different positive traits of the people that are around you, or the opportunity to uplift the people that you're around, has just really made a big impact on how I felt throughout the week. And that's been really wonderful.
So can you also share a little bit? So what do you do for meditation? Do you do it like, what is your routine?
Yeah. So similar to what they describe, 15 to 20 minutes, usually in the morning. It's easier, to kind of just be relaxed and calm, I guess. And just find something to focus on, but not think about. So like a noise or something. They use the air conditioner, for example, but it's raining a lot here, so our sump pump is running pretty consistently. So that is a great. It never seems to stop, so that's been a great noise to kind of think about and or focus on, but not think about it. There's no judgment. There's no comparison in that, and just allowing some time where there's less going on. There's less busy stuff happening mentally, so that what needs to flow, the way that Esther is able to listen to what Abraham, or kind of feel what Abraham has to communicate and then communicate it to us, we can deepen that same connection with that part of us, that deeper, more peaceful part of us. And so it just sets the stage for a day that starts out a little bit more connected. And though there can be things in our days that knock us away from that, when you start closer to it, it's easier to stay close to it. And then one of the points that they made with the segment intending, where you're kind of setting your intention along the way, is to segment intend from a positive place, right? If you're already not in a good place, just like go take a nap or whatever they say, meditate, take a nap.
Do something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you can come from the place of, I already feel good, and I'm choosing the next situation that I want to walk into from a positive place. It's more effective, I guess. It feels better for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
And it's something so easy, right, Chelsea? So that's what I like. I don't know how about you, but you know, the things Abraham says are so easy to apply. And it's like, well, for many people, maybe too easy sometimes to good to be true, or
that can't work. Well, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Dave has a comment. I'm going to read it on my other screen.
Okay.
He says, such a calming energy when I hear you speak now, Chelsea. Love your expansion on segment intending.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, and it's so fun. You know, I thank you all for commenting, because that is so fun. We're in this together, right? And it's so beautiful to participate, because that way you get so much more out of this.
Absolutely.
So beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So is it for you also easy, too easy, maybe?
I think there are times when I thought that maybe like, or like I've already got it down. I've got the hang of it. I know how to stay positive and pick what I want and move toward it, when there really isn't. There doesn't need to be a lot of effort in it. That was a big emphasis throughout the whole conversation on Saturday as well, was like, try less, like relax, so that you can allow what is to happen, or what could possibly happen next to happen next. You know, and I think that can be hard for people as well, to let go of that. Like, I have to work hard. I have to set goals. I have to try to get there. It feels very counterintuitive to do less, but when you can do less, you open yourself up to what the next logical step might be, and then the next fun step, the step that feels the best, and you get to choose that step from a good feeling place, versus I have to figure out what's next, and then you make a decision based on maybe some unalignment. I don't know if that's a word. But not the
we just make it up.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely.
So and because I know you're very focused, right? Well, at least that's my idea of you. And when I think of you, I also think of a beautiful schedule, you know, with your goal, and with graphics in it.
Oh, yeah, the graphic. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So how, you know, and that's okay, right? How do you combine the two? You know, your preference for you know, beautiful structure, beautiful focus, allowing. How do you do it?
Yeah, so that's something that has been a work in progress for me as I've kind of gone through my journey professionally and personally.
Right.
You know, the focus is often on, you know, set the goal, do whatever you need to do, reach the goal, and so what I had the opportunity to experience over the last few months was doing less of the goal setting and having more of the goal just to find how I want to feel, and really putting my alignment first. I work with people. I see patients nutritionally, and so I'm with a lot of people and their energy, and you can't help somebody, whether it's with their health or their alignment or how they feel about something, if you're not in the place. You have to lift people up. You can't push them up or pull them. You have to be able to lift them to where you are, or closer to where you are. And so the goal for me has really become to put my alignment first, so that I have the opportunity to inspire other people to find their alignment, or to find the next thing that feels good for them. Usually at work, you know, it's in regards to their health journey. But that shift gave me the opportunity to experience some contrast in what happened with my graph, like patient visit numbers and that sort of thing. But it gave me the opportunity to see contrast in what happens when it goes up or down, and not letting myself be such a conditional responder to what what that's doing, and really just putting the emphasis on finding the things that are aligning for me either way. Either way, no matter what's happening there. So yeah, that's just kind of trying to marry those two ideas.
Yeah, Jen says, I love that goal. Put your alignment first. Yeah. That's beautiful. And Dave had also a comment about the power of trying. Let me check. Enjoy the alignment. When we relax into what feels good, we hold ourselves wide open to receive all that we've asked for.
For sure.
That's
absolutely, Dave.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Jen is in the back office, everyone, and she is doing a phenomenal job helping us all to see the comments and allow that in. Thank you, Jen. It's awesome.
Thanks, Mom.
Because well, for people who don't know, Chelsea is Jen's daughter, Jen and Scott's daughter.
Yes, if the last name didn't give it away. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And it's so beautiful that you, that you can also share this as a family, right? And to see each other grow and move forward.
Awesome. Absolutely. It's a gift to be able to do it together.
Yeah. And I heard Abraham had also, because you're a holistic health practitioner.
Yes, I am. There's Theo.
We get a visit from the cat.
Hi, Theo.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Yes, holistic health practitioner. Yep.
Yeah. And I hear lots of besties being inspired by an Abraham Hicks quote about eating. Is that something you also use in your work?
Yeah. So there was kind of a couple big segments or moments that were related to work for me, or my kind of professional side of my life. One was just a big emphasis on that alignment first. And then they talked a lot about food, actually, like very specifically to food and what to eat or what not to eat and that type of thing, which I think it continues to be an evolving subject for people. They're trying to figure out if they're sensitive to this or sensitive to that. And it really all boiled back down to finding your alignment before you make the decision about what you're going to eat, because your body knows, your cells know what they need. If you can find that connection first and then make decisions, pick your food, make decisions about food, go to the grocery store from an aligned, grateful, thankful place versus a place of judgment or comparison. The food choices become a lot easier. Definitely. For me, in my realm, in my nutritional realm, 100%, I think that's something that we could all work to put more of an emphasis on being grateful about the food and opportunities that we have. And a big part of being able to find that connection and really foster that connection with the part of us that is eternally grateful is looking to foods that actually feel good and not the foods that are designed to feel good, I think. Because there's a lot of stuff that they put into food sometimes that's designed to kind of to be addictive. And so if we can, the less of that goes in, the more we're able to foster that deeper connection as well. And so it all goes together. You want to be able to listen to your body and to what's going to feel good for your body. There has to be that ability to connect there. So that was fun to hear them discuss food specifically. That's not usually a topic.
Yeah. And what I hear you saying, the key is alignment. Being aligned to who or to what. Can you share something about it? Because alignment, it's a word.
Yeah.
You know, maybe people will know it, maybe not. But can you explain
what are you
a little bit?
With? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So just the way that Esther can align with Abraham, that's what they call themselves. I don't know where they got that name, but that's their name. She can align with that deeper part of that all-knowing universe. Like, we all have the ability to align with that. Some people would describe it kind of like a gut feeling or an instinct, almost, that deeper knowing part of us. For some people, they feel it in their chest or in their heart, or maybe in their abdomen, kind of in their gut or in their solar plexus. That it's the place where, like, even when things seem crazy and hectic and wild, like when we hear those or feel those, like that calming knowing everything's going to be okay. Like, this is not like we've done crazier things have happened before and everything turned out all right. Like, I'm safe, I'm loved. There's that kind of deeper, peaceful knowing, is something that we're trying, well, not trying to, but that's what we're talking about aligning with, is that that source or inner being part of us. Why would that matter? Why do we want to go there? That's the part of us and the part of everybody that is consistently able to look at the situation, whether it's a good situation or a contrasting situation, something that we want or don't want, able to look at that and take the positive aspects out of it, and then continue to stay present, but move in the direction of the next moment, without looking back and comparing and contrasting what could have been or what might have been or what you should have done. Is that part of us that has the deeper knowing, and so just really fostering that connection. I made a note. They said that you hear a lot about alignment before action. So, like, find your alignment and then take action. They said this weekend, alignment and then attention. So you can even take it to that next level of before you're aligned and then you take action. You find your alignment before you even put your attention on what you might take action on, or what you might figure out the action on. So, really kind of in that place.
So actually, to be really connected with your inner truth, or
self,
however you call it.
And
because that supports you always, loves you always. It's awesome. Oh, and Dave says, and I know in the book Ask and It's Given,
absolutely,
they explain about the name Abraham.
Absolutely. I'll have to go reread that part, but I haven't read that in a while. Pull that back up.
Oh, this is so beautiful, Chelsea. All the things you shared, and the way you explain it, it's amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, is there something you love to share? It's Facebook Live?
Sure.
Or are we through all your notes? Do you have more? Oh,
yeah, for a long time.
More. Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, so kind of from the beginning, she made the statement, and I think I could benefit from reading this every day. But when you do know what you want, whether that's a thing or a feeling or a goal or whatever it may be, we humans have the tendency to put our attention on the reason why we want something. I want it because I want more money, because I want that car, because, and it's because we think we'll feel better in the having it. That's why we're motivated to do things. That's how human beings are wired. But
maybe also because, in lots of management trainings, I see that coming by many times. Know your why. Know your why.
Right. Exactly.
I'm talking about that part. But you're going to say something totally different.
Well, no, you're exactly right. Like, that's kind of that's the thing, right? Like, why do I want it?
Yeah,
why do I want it? I'm going to work hard because, and instead of focusing on the reason that we want it, just focusing on it, and focusing on it from that aligned, that aligned, meditated, segment intended place, just thinking about what it is. And then whether it's happening yet or not, you'll find little glimpses of it and little pieces of evidence that it really is. It's already done. You just get little glimpses of how much closer you're getting to it by coming from that aligned. Here we are again. That aligned state and going from there. So focusing on it instead of why you want it, whatever that it might be. Yeah.
But that is actually, I think, an eye opener for many, many people. Aha moment, because well, and let's really to feel the difference between the why. Then you're more in your mind, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking for answers, and and maybe you're also thinking, is my why good enough? Is it specific enough?
Right.
Is it, do I deserve it?
Right. Yep. Do I need
so
to define it more?
Many things. Lots of things going on.
Yeah.
And just now focus to it. And maybe you can explain it just one more time, so we want something, and we focus on the feeling or being aligned.
Yeah.
How would you explain it?
Yeah, exactly like that. They will sometimes have people identify like what they think they're going to feel when they have it. I'll be more peaceful, more joyful. I'll have more fun in my life. And so you could focus on the it or focus on the feeling of it and look for the things throughout your day. What's the next logical step that feels fun or joyful or peaceful or flowing or whatever it is. Focusing on the not even focusing, just allowing yourself to take the next step towards what feels like that thing is going to feel like. And when you're in that place of feeling pretty good, then you think about it. Oh, that is fun. That is going to be fun, or it's already done. And it's fun to watch the unfolding of it. I'm really thankful for the opportunity to be a part of it on a path, versus just jumping right there. It's that, what's the next step that feels the way that feels, or I feel really good. Let me just think about it for a little while. Let me daydream on it for a little while. So, yeah.
Oh, it's fun. And Dave says, I love that focus on it, not the reason you want it. It's such an energetic difference. Yeah, that's what people feel.
Absolutely.
When we focus on the reasons, it creates doubts and hows. And when we focus on what we want, it's a focus of feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. And the nice thing with that too is when that it doesn't feel so good, right? When it feels really far away, it feels impossible. You don't know how you get there, right? That when it's a feeling thing, you can find other things that feel like that. Like there are many days when I come home and I'm like, right now it's the cats. Like that's the thing right now. They're soft and they're cuddly and they're hilarious, and that's just that's what feels like it right now. And then you can kind of build from there. So
oh, it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for all these beautiful nuggets of gold.
Thank you.
And it's so fun, and thank you for sharing it with all of us.
Yeah, happy to.
And more to come.
Absolutely.
More to come. Yeah. Well, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, everyone who is here live on the and everyone, of course, who is watching this later. Well, maybe many years from now.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Oh yeah.
So thank you all. Have a very, very nice day. And thank you, Chelsea. Awesome.
Thank you, Tineke. Yes, Dave. Lots of cat talk at breakfast, Dave, always.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Bye, everybody.
Awesome. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.